What's up guys, my name is Evan, and recently I've been getting the question, how did I start Depop? So in today's video, I'm here to tell you guys my journey and how I got started. So about 1 year ago and 2 months, I started Depop, and today I have over 26,000 followers and almost 1,000 sales. So going back when I first started, I had listed a few pieces of clothing, not very many, but I did not sell anything in the first 2 months of having Depop. I didn't make any sales. I had very little interaction with my posts, and I actually didn't sell a piece of clothing for my first sale. I was making jewelry at the time. I was making rings and earrings, and I was posting them on my TikTok. So I was promoting my Depop through social media, and I had people asking where they could buy my stuff, and I told them to go through my link in my bio, and people went there and bought it. So basically my first sale wasn't through Depop itself. I really had pushed people from other social medias to buy my stuff through Depop. One of the things I know that scares people away from starting is they don't know what they're doing, and at the time I had no clue. I had never shipped anything out in my entire life. I had no idea where to start. I was stuck looking up YouTube videos, and that's really what got me through those first few months of actually having sales. My first sale, for actually a long time, I was printing out a piece of paper and taping it to the package with the label on it. Later down the road, I bought a thermal printer, and that's what really changed it for me from being just something I did on my side time to really being a real business and actually having proficiency when I go through and ship my packages. That's one thing that I recommend to people is get a thermal printer if you're gonna make this more of a full-time thing. If you're gonna be doing this and you're serious about it, get a thermal printer. You're gonna need an ounce scale, and that's one of the main things that you're gonna need. Along with shipping, a thing that I found that saved me a lot of money. When I started, I was buying my labels through USPS, and they were expensive. I specifically remember a time that I went to the post office. I was shipping 3 pairs of shoes, and almost each package was around $15 to ship. And when I sold them, I didn't have my shipping at $15. I had it around, I think, $9. So I was, in a sense, losing money. I use a website called Pirate Ship now, and it saves me a lot of money. Since I've used it for around 8 months now. It's actually changed everything for me. I've saved almost $2,000 just using it in a year, and over time that adds up. It's going to continue building, and you get around 20% off every time you purchase a label through them rather than USPS, and you can just drop it off at the post office the same way you would if you went there and bought a label through them. So that is one of the big things that I learned when it came to shipping, and that really changed it for me because I was saving a lot of money, I was making more money, and it was very easy. Like, using it super easy. You just copy and paste the address in, and it gives you options on how fast you want to ship it, what price you want to ship it at, and it's just a really good website. So that's one of the main things that I tell people when they ask, how do I ship my packages? That is one thing that I mention every single time is Pirate Ship. Another thing that I remember when I was starting out is I had around 300 pieces when I started to realize that it was too many pieces to have in my closet. I had them folded on the top of my shelf, and it was actually getting so heavy that the shelf was like about to come off the wall. And one of the things that I recommend is people get these metal racks. Here, I'll show you guys in just a second. But this metal rack behind me, I got it on OfferUp for around $50. I think they retail brand new around $150 to $200. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But these sell, I see them all the time for resale. Super cheap. I got mine for $50, and it stores a lot of clothes. I'm not sure how many pieces I have on it, but it stores a ton of clothes, and it's such an easy way. It fits in a room really easily. It can fit in a hallway, and if you want to store a lot of pieces, this is the best way. It fits a lot of things. It has wheels, you can move it around, and that's one of the things that I remember very vividly because I actually ended up building shelves in my closet trying to fit all these clothes, and it just wasn't working. It was super cluttered. I was losing pieces, and this is just a super easy way to see them. I have them all folded up, and that's the best way to store them, I think. Nobody really talks about it, but storing your items is complicated. It really is. And these racks aren't as efficient as it is folding them when it comes to space. I just do this so that I can see them a lot easier because I have 700 plus pieces, and it gets hard finding a piece that I listed about a year ago because I still have things that are, I even have things from like the first 2 months. I don't have a lot, but there is things that I listed a long time ago that are still for sale. And they're in here and I forget where they are, but it's easy to see them when I have them hanging or easily displayed. So that's the one thing that I think people don't mention, but storage. It's really difficult. You have to find a good way, and I recommend the industrial racks. So this is my last thing that I'm gonna say is packages. Nobody talks about that. I've literally never heard anyone mention this, but you need packages. It's a big part of shipping. I was shipping them using the packages you would grab at the post office, which they're really big, and sometimes they cost more, and using a smaller package is way cheaper. So get different size packages. I bought these on Amazon for, I want to say $50, and I got 1,000. There are these little black bags, just look like this, and they have a seal at the top. You just peel it off, stick it, super fast. I was even using like, I don't even know, they're like these big plastic bags, and I remember this very vividly because I would hate taping. I was taping these packages that didn't have a seal, and it took me so long, and a lot of times it looked really sloppy. So this is just the best way to look really professional. Then again, having a label printer, a thermal printer, you can have your label, you can have your nice packaging, makes you look really professional without having to do anything super special like writing handwritten letters. I know a lot of people do that. I personally don't. I just like to have it super simple, super easy, get it out as fast as I can. So packages are a big thing. Amazon, I'm sure there's third-party sellers that do it for even cheaper, but the more you get, if you plan on doing it for a long time, get more packages. I've got 1,000 about 6 months ago. I'm not even halfway through, but I plan to go through them in the future. But that's one thing I've never heard anyone say. You need them, might as well get them. But that's all I have for my Depop journey. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Leave a like, comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video.